attorney.
Okay, welcome back. We are recording. Yep, it's like, I don't know, an hour later since I last recorded. Yeah, let's continue and maybe finish the daytime things today. We'll see. Let's do some omiguchi. Sure. Financial prospects. Don't forget gratitude. Sure. School. We get Japanese and math. Ooh. Direction north is always lucky. That's the one we had last time too. Okay. Good luck. Sure. Okay. Let's continue. Should we do the Rin thing first? Yeah, since it's on the 8th, I think we should do that one before the big bridge one, or the 9th one. Yeah, let me do that. Let me just go to the next loop in that case. There we go. I mean, it probably doesn't matter at all, but, you know, just for the sake of principle, you know. Okay, so, school. Go to school. Yeah, and afternoon. And you couldn't get here, if you didn't go to school, you couldn't get to this spot, could you? I'm not exactly sure. It's still weird that it didn't show up on the initial go to school prompt. But yeah, let's do a rain scene. What should I do for lunch? So totally different from the last two things we did, but sure. It's been a long time since I went to the cafeteria, and I suppose I could have that B-set meal where everything in it tastes like meat. But I'm not that hungry. I guess I'll decide after I find someone to eat with first. Yeah, nice. Lunch with Rin. Oh, there's Tosaka. Oh, she's having one of those mornings. Or afternoons? Hey, it's lunchtime already. She's still the same as I saw her in the morning, staggering through the halls, barely awake. Oof. Quite unbecoming of our school's #1 honor student. Oh, wait, something about her is off. Uh-oh.
どうしたトサカ。
あら、エミヤ君。
Back to normal. Nothing wrong. Once she hears my voice, Tosaka is back to her usual self again. Her in-school act of false modesty is the same as ever, but there's definitely something not quite right. Outfit seems to be correct as far as I know. Don't see anything there. Yeah?
すごい顔で歩いてたけど、大丈夫か？
Yeah, and this voice is now back to regular Shiro, regular intonation, tone, whatever. And, you know, personality.
すごい顔って、女の子相手に容赦ないわね、シロも。私がどうかしたって？
I don't know. You seem kinda out of it. Well, it's pretty clear how bad her condition is. But I can't say that. And thus, Tosaka Rin changes back to her usual impeccable self. What was wrong earlier?
いや、ならいいけど。昼飯どうするんだ？
屋上で食べようかなって思ってたところ。
Classic, the classic.
そういうあなたは戦略あるの？
ない。じゃあ一緒に食べよう。ちょっと俺の分を買ってくるから、また後で。
Thus agreed, we part ways. Shiro never made it to the roof. No. I go to the cafeteria to buy sandwiches and bread, and 2 cups of tea for me and Tosaka. It'll cool soon and she'll start complaining. Trying my best not to keep her waiting, I hurry up. Oh. Going up the stairs, Tosaka looks dizzy again. I wonder what she was doing all night. Weird experiments. Oh. Interesting. What? What is it, Shiro? Big exclamation point. Before my very eyes. Oh, Tosaka collapses. Oh no. Oh no, this is not the lighthearted one. Oh no. Like a toy that had its batteries yanked out. That's a horrible metaphor. Visual metaphor. Oh my god. I rush up to her. She had fallen just as she reached the top of the stairs. Oh no. This isn't like her, yeah. I really should have told her to go have some rest instead. As I lift up her body, I notice she has a fever. Ooh. Yeah, and she would just come to school, just trying to fake it and make it. Aww. She doesn't seem to be conscious. I can't let her just lie here. I should carry her to the infirmary. Yeah? Princess Carrie, maybe? I apologize as I lift her up. I can feel the strength draining from her body, but even as she goes slack, she remains surprisingly light in my arms. As she opens her eyes, she whispers.
バカ。そんな風にしなくても。
強がってる場合か。気分悪くないか。
So cute. What is up with just tonal whiplash from the last scene where Shiro, quote unquote Shiro, was just ridiculing and just bantering with Karen like crazy and saying all kinds of non-Shiro like things, and now here he's back to being his usual self. She's lying limp in my arms. I'm worried about the glances I'm getting, but if I don't get Tosaka to the infirmary quickly, her condition might worsen. Aww. After leaving Tosaka at the infirmary, I wait outside in the corridor. In my hand, I hold our uneaten lunches. Until I know how she's doing, I can't go on eating it calmly. Yeah, fair. Oh, our tea has gone cold too, of course. Yeah, but you know. Yeah, feeling better.
Yeah, Tosaka. もう大丈夫なのか?
Although the color hasn't completely returned to her face, she's walking more steadily now, and it doesn't look like she's in danger of falling over again.
Shiro, まだお昼は食べてないの?
Tosaka を待ってたからな。ちゃんと持ってきたぞ。
Yay.
じゃあ行きましょうか。
Hell yeah. And with that, she starts walking away. Tosaka had been in the infirmary for no more than 10 minutes. Yeah, that matches her. Isn't she overdoing it? Is it really alright for her to be walking around like this? Keeping my voice down, I call out to her.
きついのなら、今度はおぶってくぞ。
she's gonna punch you.
そこまでシローの手を煩わせられないわよ。こっちこっち。
To the rooftop. We go to a corner of the roof where we are unlikely to be spotted by other students. Coming this far out must mean that she doesn't want anyone to overhear our discussion.
トサカ、イギリス帰りで風邪ひいたのか？
I want to say that Edelfelt cursed her. Threw a Gundar, big old Gundar at her.
旅行帰りだと気が緩んで、帰ったら途端に体調を崩すことがあるだろ？だからそれじゃないかと。
I have to be completely honest. When I read the first sentence here, I didn't read vigilance. I read virginity, and I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" But no. No reply. I sit beside her and nibble at some bread. Without any conversation, it feels really uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, there's the drink I bought, but it's cold, yeah.
これ。冷めてるからありがたさは半分以下だろうけど。
ありがとう。
Aww, that's so wholesome. The rare thanks from Rin. She thanks me meekly. She's been so listless ever since I ran into her earlier. The lack of her usual vigor is making me feel awkward too.
さっきは迷惑かけたわね、エミヤくん。
And back to Emiya-kun, huh?
ん？あれぐらい。遠坂が無事ならそれでいいさ。
In fact, it's rare to get the chance to hold Tosaka like that. A good side benefit, yeah, fair. Probably would never ever happen unless you guys were literally on, I don't know, honeymoon and she made sure no one else was seeing you guys.
確かにエミヤくんの言う通り、冬木の土地に戻ってきて気が緩んだのかもね。朝は平気だと思ってたんだけど、また具合悪くなってきて。
Oh, again. Sick again, huh? Tosaka touches her arm. Or her arm too hurt to the point of her collapsing. It could only be a serious fracture. I mean, the fact that she's touching her arm could, have obviously could obviously be related to magic side of things. It could be the command seal, or it could be her literal crest, Tosaka family crest. Unless, is that on Shiro? It should be still on, I don't know. Timeline is weird. But if you think of what else is in her arm, the cause becomes clear.
魔術刻印なのか？
This is certainly something that should not be discussed in a loud voice, yeah. She looks around for a moment before nodding. Because it's a weird situation, because we're clearly in the summer or fall. And if we are going by, UBW rules, she transplanted it to Shiro, so it could have been that, but at the same time, we are re-looping the winter, so that could have never happened. And obviously, we don't necessarily go by UBW route. We are more likely to go with Heaven's Field route ending. But it's all wonky, so maybe it's something else. Magus's inheritance is a crystallized mystery. In other words, lifetime achievements by the previous magi, transformed into a circuit and inherited by the descendants, the magic crest. Yeah, I just really love the word mystery in here. It's such a good word. Jeez. I don't have one, but Tosaka is in the form of an ancestral... Tosakas is in the form of an ancestral mark engraved on her arm, yeah.
これ簡単に言うと遠坂家のご先祖様を私の腕に移植してるみたいなものだから。
Mm-hmm.
ゾッとしない話だな。
Yeah. Tosaka's metaphor is in bad taste, but she gets the meaning across, yeah. Unrelated, but to the current scene, but is there a possibility of creating a magic that transplants your consciousness into the magic and then awakens and possesses someone else when the same magic gets reactivated? In that sense, you could become immortal by proxy by taking over your descendants' minds. Interesting thought. In other words, it's like the magi ancestors carving their tenacity into the body of their children. This isn't a convenient tool, but rather something that reeks of a curse or a grudge. Yeah. It's their will, it's their knowledge, it's their dreams and hopes and pressure and, will.
子供の頃からいろいろ鳴らしているんだけど周期が合わなくなるとね。あの場にシローがいて助かったわ。まあお姫様抱っこで連れて行かれるとは思ってもいなかったけど。
The bridal style or お姫様抱っこ yeah, princess style, yeah.
他に方法なかったんだから仕方ないだろ
ああ、嫌がってるんじゃないのよ。あなたって見かけによらず大胆だなってぼーっとしながら思ったりしただけね。
Listening to Tosaka speak, I smile wryly. Exactly same here, yeah. I'm just so happy to see these two kinda flirting or having, a nice moment here. Even considering it was done on the spur of the moment, it was still pretty bold of me, yep. After all, I did carry off Tosaka Rin, the school's #1 honor student, yeah. I'm more worried about what they're going to say about her than me. Nevertheless, as we're talking, the mood is getting brighter. Nice.
だいぶ元気になったな。
Mm-hmm.
飯食ったからか
そうかも。ってわけじゃなくて少し休んで集中すれば刻印は抑制できるわよ。
Sure.
普段通りになるまでもうちょっと時間がかかりそうだけど。
Fair. That's good, yeah. Her expression seems better than before, and her appetite seems to have returned as well. With the little time that is left of our lunch break, Tosaka talks to me as she wraps her lunchbox. Sure.
仮できちゃったわね。
なんでさ、こっちこそ借りを作ってばっかりだからな。
Yeah.
これでようやく一つ総裁だろ。
おとなしくお返しの一つくらいさせなさい。いつあなたに作ったんだかわからない菓子の総裁にされても面白くないわよ。
What she said just now was so very Tosaka-like that I find myself unable to suppress a grin. Yeah, she's very transactional. It seems like she really is back to normal. Very good, we love that.
よしよし、わかった。じゃあ今度デートするとか。
Oh shit! What do you mean, Shiro? That came out of the blue. She's gonna blush. She's gonna hella blush, or she's gonna actually tease him back, and then Shiro's gonna realize, what the fuck did I just say? I'm feeling so relaxed that it just slips out before I can stop myself.
いいわよ。
Oh
い
shit.
つにする？
Oh shit. No teasing. No Oh shit. Okay. I'm sorry, Rin. I didn't know your game. I apologize. Your game clearly was higher level. Shiro, time to get embarrassed.
Huh?
Huh? I don't believe it. Yeah. She nodded with no hesitation at all. What a fool is man to grasp hopelessly at stars beyond his reach. No time to get philosophical, or maybe it is exactly the time to get philosophical.
そうね。シントに遊びに行くっていうのはいいわね。
Yeah?
お買い物もたくさんあるし。
Okay.
いや、いいのか遠坂。
Hmm?
だってシローが行きたいんでしょ？
Uh-huh.
私とデートに。
So matter of fact. Yeah. You're right, but it's impossible for me to answer this. Should I have asked for something much more difficult to fulfill? But I don't want to get caught up in the moment here and end up saying something weird that wrecks the mood.
じゃあ決まりね。
Yeah?
週末に遊びに行きましょう。
Oh shit. Okay, well, I guess we got a new prompt to do.
了解。
Ryokai. I like that.
セイバーには言わなくていいよな。これは。
I like that line delivery.
連れてきても構わないけど。
That's reminiscent of what's it called? The Sunny Day OVA from the anime, and I think it's also in the Stay Night VN. She laughs, as though implying that I'd be far too cowardly to go on a date with a girl without backup.
了解。
I like that delivery.
了解。了解。
Which isn't the case at all, of course. I was only trying to show I was prepared to go along with it if that's what Tosaka wanted. Sure? Sure?
もちろん正々堂々1対1を希望する。
It's already turning into a battle.
わかってるわ。私も望むところよ。
Aww. It's starting to feel more like we're discussing an impending duel than a date, yeah. Since a date with Tosaka is serious business, it won't do to make careless mistakes.
と、予令か。
Yeah?
そうね。そろそろ。
Yeah?
さっきのあれ、誰か見てたらなんて言われるのやら。
Who knows, maybe there's an invisible Ilya somewhere.
遠坂は仕方ないだろう。むしろ抱えてた俺の方が大変な目に遭う。
Yeah, sure. Especially from Issei, yeah. Fair. Though, if I say that it was an emergency first aid, I'm sure he'll understand. Yeah. He's chill like that.
じゃあその分もデートでしっかり埋め合わせするってことで。
Oh, hell yeah.
楽しみにしててね、エミヤくん。
Oh, hell yeah. I guess we're going on a date. Made a promise to go on a date with Rin. A new scene has appeared in the special collection. Yeah. I think it's on the morning of 9th, right? Oh, I pressed the... Sure. I mean, yeah, it's there anyways. I guess we're doing that. Yeah. Rin date episode. Holy. With someone. With a Tosaka. Go to Shinto. Yeah, 2-2. 2-2. But with Ilya we only have... Are we gonna get the second one with Ilya too? Go to Shinto. Sure. Holy shit. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm more than down for it. I promised Tosaka that we'd go on a date sometime. The weather is nice, so maybe today would be good.
おい、遠坂。あれ、いない。
What's up with that? I wonder as I absent-mindedly pace next to her door. And...
先輩
Oh,
姉さんなら家に戻られましたけど
oh no, Sakura has caught our whiff. It's a death sentence angle. Yeah. We're gonna go and have a good time, a fun date with Rin, but when we get back to our house, I think we're gonna get kidnapped. Yeah. Locked up in Sakura's room. Perpetually. In perpetuity.
ああ、そうなんだ。
Ah,
サンキュー、さくら。
yeah. Just searching for her for some quick matching advice. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. No dates. Looks like she went straight home after we ate. Just my luck.
何か姉さんに用があるんですか
The shift in posture. Carefully. Choose your next words very carefully. No, probably not, but it's always fun to imagine, the yandere Sakura.
いや、なんでもない。
And the lying begins.
ちょっと、遠坂の貸しを清算しようと思って。
Okay. It's not an outright lie.
はあもしかして姉さんって先輩からお金を借りてるんですか
Something to that extent, yeah. My mouth hangs open at her ridiculous suggestion. Wouldn't it make more sense for me to be the one borrowing money? Yeah.
姉さん大丈夫かな
Oh, Sakura. Sakura tilts her head in thought. I head for the living room. I'll call Tosaka's house and ask her out over the phone. Yeah. Getting butterflies, I see. Naturally, I'm quite nervous, yeah.
はい遠坂ですが
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
脅かすなよ、遠坂。
エミヤくんこそいきなりのご挨拶ね
She seems kinda... Initially, I thought it was just a monotone reply because she didn't know who was calling through landline. But, she seems a bit down in energy. Somehow, she sounds somewhat vague and evasive. Fortunately, there's no one around to overhear me. But I cover the receiver and whisper into it anyway. Good move. You never know where a rider is.
なんだ。遠坂、今日、時間空いてるか。
一応はね
Yeah?
じゃあ、シントに遊びに行かないか。前の貸し借り云々の件で。
Yeah?
ええいいわよ何時にする
I promise. I haven't played this game before. I promise. I mean, it was an obvious line of thinking. Yeah. Good move, Ryder. Come into view because Shiro obviously wouldn't have noticed you otherwise.
本当か？それなら11時にシントの駅前で。
うんわかったじゃあエミヤくん
Okay, I guess we'll see, but yeah, this will be Shiro's last day alive. Tosaka accepted that invitation awfully quickly, yeah? It's unlike her to accept it without complaint, and that worries me. But a promise is a promise. I mean, normally, yeah, but you guys have a bit of a chemistry romance going on, so she was just probably meek and a bit embarrassed. Or there's because I initially thought that her voice was a bit down. Maybe she has some issues still relating to the crest.
ちょっと出かけてくる。
Yeah, Ryder, don't mind me. Nothing going on here.
リンとのデートですか
Shut up! Let's not talk about that loud when Sakura is in the house. Why is Ryder here all of a sudden? Yeah, it was useless even to whisper to the phone. She still overheard you.
聞いてたのか。
ええ、ほんの少し。口調が楽しそうだったので、相手はリンかと思いましたが。
Oh shit.
実はそうなんだが。そういえば、セイバーはどうしてるかな。
Yeah. From Shiro's from Shiro's angle, it's like, Saber would be jealous. Saber, Tosaka is an enemy. Yeah, Saber can't know, but and he completely trusts Sakura, completely oblivious to her true nature. Oh no.
セイバーでしたら部屋に戻っているようですね。
Okay,
珍しく私から本を借りていったのですが。
that is unusual, huh? Okay, which one? I see. I guess there's no need to go and talk to her then. First, I need to worry about the date with Tosaka.
それでは、いってらっしゃい、シロ。
Thank you for the compliment and a nice smile seeing me off, even though I know you're gonna go tattle to Sakura.
こちらのことはお気遣いなく。さくらには出かけて夕方には戻ってくると伝えておきます。
Shiro? Red flag.
わかった。よろしく頼む。
Maybe she's on. Yeah, see ya. Yeah. Maybe she's on our side. Maybe. Who know? Shinto it is.
遅れてるのかな、遠さか。
Yeah, there might be some actual trouble with her. Or she's, fashionably late because it took her time to dress up or something. We'll see which one it is. Either she's really preparing and, investing herself into this date, or she's having some actual trouble. I hope it's, her investing herself into this date and not trouble, but we'll see. It's just about 11 o'clock. It's difficult to contact each other once we've both gone out. The struggles of 2005. If only there were cell phones, which you guys don't carry because, tech issues. I don't know. Japan. I don't know. I feel like they should have had flip phones by this point, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do except wait for her to arrive, but it's times like these that I really wish I had a cell phone, yeah.
まあ、少し遅れても遠さかなら仕方ないか。
Yeah, and even if you were to buy a cell phone, it's not like Rin would ever. she literally cannot. It is dictated by fate that she is bad at technology. She seemed pretty half-hearted about it over the phone, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that she'd make me wait. Yeah, yeah, still unsure which one it is. Worry or sincerely getting into it. I'll use the time to plan out what we should do. Good move, although you should have done that before.
映画かな。フェイトゼロとタイガー道場劇場版か。なんだあれ、本当に上映してるのか。
That is incredibly funny. Wait, I think Fate Zero novels weren't even fully out at this point. I mean, they were probably in the midst of being. Wait, Hollow Ataraxia release date. October 28th, 2005. Okay. Then Fate Zero novel release date 2008. Okay, no, 2000. Okay, that was art book. Stupid Wikipedia. Giving me art book as first. December 29, 2006. Okay, so a full year. Yeah. Okay, a full year after this game came out. But that is funny. Although, is this a re-release of the game? So maybe this is dialogue added afterwards. Or it's just that it was already in the midst of being discussed and written. So, you know, there's that. Very funny. Tiger Dojo, the movie. You know, I think even though I'm not fully up to date with stuff, there's this character. I think it's a servant. I don't know. Which is Jaguar Man, right? And I think that's, you know, we have Saber faces and we have Rin faces. I think it's and Sakura faces. I think that is either Taiga herself or it's a Taiga face. You know, a servant appearing with Taiga's appearance. I'm not fully, because I think they appear somewhere in the supplementary material between Stay Night and Hollow Ataraxia and whatnot first, but then they later fully appear in. I wonder where they appear first as an actual character. Would it be in Extra, or is it only in Grand Order? Because I know they are in Grand Order, and they are probably in the Grand Order anime as well? Question mark? Maybe. I don't know. It's all quite weird, and I don't have full knowledge, but I guess I'll eventually see. Yeah, very funny though. Let's see what else is there to do. Or it could also be that this was just thrown out as an idea. It wasn't even being written yet, and this was the first inception of Fate Zero. You know, this dimension in this game. Oh shit. We'll watch a movie, have a lunch, and maybe head over to the beachside park afterwards. Yeah, sounds like a plan. It would be nice if there were better picnic spots or amusement parks in the area, but I can't think of any others. Okay.
20分
Now she's just late. I'll call my place just to make sure. Maybe she left a message for me?
公衆電話減ったな。探しにくい。
And now that you're walking around, you'll find Rin absolutely lost in the crowd or something, I don't know. I managed to locate a phone booth. Oh.
はい、エミヤでございます。
Emiya de gozaimasu. Hello, Sakura.
ああ、さくら俺だけど。
Mm-hmm.
先輩ですか？お出かけだったと思ったんですけども、何かありました？
And now you have to confront Sakura, even if Ryder previously was on our side and didn't tell her that it was Rin who we were going out with. Now you're actually having to confront Sakura about it. Oh no.
いや、ちょっと確認の電話。
Mm-hmm.
遠坂から何か伝言入ってないか？
いえ、何も姉さんからは連絡はありません。まだ家にいるんじゃないでしょうか。
Sakura, don't piece things together.
そうか。わかった。わざわざどうもな。
Not a suspicious call at all from Shiro. I returned the receiver to its cradle. Hollow cradle. Nobody's heard from Tosaka. At this point, I might as well call her house again. I feel like if she's actually this late, it's actually, unfortunately, she's in trouble or has fainted again or something. If I can't get a hold of her, I suppose I can take it to me and she's already on her way. In that house, something as sensible as an answering machine would be... actually, I think she does have one. She might. I don't know. Actually, she definitely does, because you know, I remember Kirei calling her at the beginning of Stay Night. Yeah. I can leave her a message, so that way, even if we end up missing each other.
はい、遠坂ですが。
Oh no, she's sounding even more down. Oh shit. Okay.
待て。
How could she be picking up the phone?
もしもし、エミヤですが、遠坂だよな。
そうよ。私の他に誰がこの家で電話を取ると思ってるのよ。
Oh.
そりゃそうだが。あんな遠坂、今そっち何時だ？
11時25分。
Mm-hmm.
11時に新都で待ち合わせしたよな。
I hear a faint intake of breath. Yeah. That's weird. Oh, it was that kind of breath. Her breathing sounds ragged. Yeah, she's fully... Oh no.
あ、私の家の時計が進んでるわけじゃないのね。
Huh?
おい、大丈夫か遠坂？変だぞ。何かあったのか？
You should just rush over to her house. She needs some support.
変？そんなことないわよ。私、
Oh no. Just then, I hear the sound of something collapsing. No. A chill goes down my spine and churns my stomach. Yeah, run.
おい、遠坂、大丈夫か？
平気や。ちょっと転んだ。
Osaka's voice on the line grows fainter and fainter until suddenly I hear a sharp thud. Did Tosaka drop the receiver?
遠坂、おい、返事をしろ。何があったんだ？
Oh boy. Silent. There's nothing but silence on the other end. Oh, I thought he was voice acting. No, damn it, yeah. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like Tosaka's fainted at home. That much is certain. Yeah, time to quickly go. I hate to think about it, but if she's been attacked by someone, no, it's the crest probably again. I slam down the receiver and run to the bus stop, yeah. Before I have time to think about it, my body moves on its own. That just was amusing to me because it made me think of, you know, the action scenes of his body just moving on its own. But yeah, good move. I impatiently dropped the bus fare into the coin slot before jumping off and running at full tilt towards Tosaka's house. Yeah, this is one thing I really like about Shiro as a protagonist. Whenever someone is in danger and we, the player, are like, no, my favorite character is in danger or having a hard time, Shiro is just, he's always fully locked in and fully committed to prevent any possible harm to them, even if it's, you know, to a ridiculous degree. But, you know, that's something I can really appreciate about him. He's just locked in. Yeah. In the worst case scenario, I'll probably have to call an ambulance. No, since her house also serves as her workshop, she really wouldn't want outsiders in there. Yeah, you're gonna have to drag her to outside of her house before calling an ambulance. Unless we're going comedic route afterwards, you know, but we'll see. If it's more than I can handle on my own, I'll have to call Sakura or Saber for backup, yeah. Run. I run up the hill. I haven't trained enough, I'm already out of breath. Osaka's voice sounded odd this morning. If only I had noticed it sooner. Oh. Yeah, let's not. A terrible image crosses my mind.
何考えてんだ俺は。
I don't need more things to worry about. For now, I should hurry to see whether she is safe. I'm finally here. Yeah, good move.
トサカ、入るぞ。
I forced the door open. With all the noise I'm making, she should come out and pummel me with angry words. Or not. I made it inside without having to break the front door down, practically falling through the open doorway ahead of me. I rush inside. Yeah, search. The phone's receiver is dangling on the floor.
トサカ、
The red furniture creates a momentary illusion that everything is covered in blood. Please don't. Stop, Zero. No, we're not going there. I scan the room. There she is. She's lying on her back on the sofa in the center of the room. Yeah, she's just extremely sick, right? Right, game, right? First, I check for obvious bleeding or injuries. Injuries? Injuries, yeah. There are no noticeable wounds, but just in case there are any internal traumas, I should be careful moving her. Good move. No. Is she even conscious to begin with?
おい、トサカ。
I timidly call out to her. Emergency first aid dictates that I should call her loudly to check for a verbal response, maintain her airway, and quickly call for an ambulance.
あれ
She's so small, tucked away in the corner. As if my voice woke her, Osaka raises her head and tries to get up. Oh. But all her strength leaves her again before she can, and she drops back onto the sofa. Oh.
なんでエミヤ君がここにいるのよ。
だってお前、電話の最中に倒れたじゃないか。覚えてないのか。
Yeah. She's so, I guess, oblivious, sincere. I don't know.
ああ、そうだった。
Yeah.
だから出かけようとして一回戻って、
私。She's barely a shadow of her usual assertive self, yeah. Her replies are faint and inarticulate, as if a severe bout of memory loss had overtaken her.
迎えに来てくれてありがとう。そろそろ行かないと。
No, we're postponing this date to another day. Or I guess in the game's case we're not doing it at all, but you know, we're having a indoor date. Sure, let's go with that. Tosaka makes another attempt to get up, but I can see her arm trembling as she tries to push herself up. Aww. This isn't good. She can't even stand up. Yeah. We are nursing her today. Oh. I lay close to Tosaka and put one hand on her forehead. Aww.
やっぱりまだ体治ってないんだろう。
Yeah. As I expected, her forehead is hot. With a fever this bad, it's no wonder she'd pass out once she pushed herself too far. And since she fainted at school once before this, I'm sure she's feeling pretty bad. It must have happened again today since she was walking around in this chill, yeah. Either that or she's genuinely just sick from a, fever. I don't know. But it looks as though she's feeling better. It's just a fever then. And although Tosaka would probably get mad at me for saying that, I'm glad that it's not a really nasty illness or some kind of injury. Yeah, same.
エミヤくん
Hmm?
ため息なんかついて
He's just worried and relieved.
いや、安心した。
Yeah.
さっきまで遠坂が誰かに襲われたんじゃないかと不安だったんだ。
Mm.
朝まで平気だったのにこんなの気合い一発入れれば私だって
No, not today. Nope. Denied. For the third time, Tosaka tries to get up. A stubborn, sick patient. Oh, that was cute. Trying, but then giving up. A sick patient insisting that she's in perfect health. That's what she is, yeah. Yeah.
なんだそのへっぴり腰。やっぱり風邪だろ、遠坂。ほら、今日のデートはなしにしよう。
Mm-hmm.
でもせっかくエミヤくんが誘ってくれたのに私がこんなのでキャンセルなんて
Aww. We can either have the date here or postpone it.
そんなの気にするな。その代わり、今日は遠坂が無理しないように看病するからな。
Hell yeah.
それぐらいしてもいいだろう。
Hell yeah. You know, she's had Archer kinda play butler for her, but having the actual Shiro, be close and helping her is it's gonna be it's got to be really, I don't know, rewarding or exciting even, I don't know. But she's not in perfect condition to fully immerse herself in that feeling right now, so even if she's sick, I originally planned to spend the day with Tosaka, yeah? I don't know what her own stubbornness will lead her to do if I leave her alone, so I'd better keep close. Hell yeah.
わかった今日一日は静養するからエミヤくんは
Hmm?
決まった。歩けないだろ。寝室まで連れてくぞ。
Hmm. Oh, lift it up. Oh, not fully. I slide my hand under Tosaka's body. Oh, maybe. Then, like I did at the school last time, I lift her up in my arms. Hell yeah. But this time she's conscious, fully.
何するのよシロ
何って抱えてくんだけど、
Mhm.
別にこれが初めてじゃないだろ。
Last time, it was in front of what felt like half the school, too. That was pretty embarrassing. Compared to that, doing this in Tosaka's house, far from the public eye, is no big deal. Until I consider that I'm checking her into her bedroom. Yeah.
うん
Mm-hmm. I feel like a newlywed carrying his bride over the threshold. Oh, hell yeah.
そんな顔しても何も出ないわよエミヤくん
Are you sure? I think you're enjoying this even if you're not showing it.
なんでもない。
Holding Tosaka in my arms, I carefully make my way through the house. Still nervous, my hand ends up at her neck. The feverish blush on Tosaka's face makes her look embarrassed, which only heightens my tension. Yeah, I'm sure.
よっと。大丈夫か、遠坂。
Mm.
うん
Yeah. I set her on the bed. While I'm at it, I take off her shoes and leave them by the side. So, she wears her shoes inside the house here. I was about to comment about that, but I refrained because I was like, maybe she's gone off, or she was preparing to leave the house anyways, but I guess it is a Western house, so it's like, not as uncommon there. But it's not like all Westerners keep their shoes inside. Like, I think that's mostly an America thing, question mark? I don't know. It feels like, and maybe UK too, I don't know. But, you know, I feel like most European countries, you don't wear shoes in your house, and, you know, yeah. Anyways, talk about Western style. Well, but let's save the gawking for later, sure.
このまましばらく寝るか。具合が悪ければその方がいいと思うんだが。
少し横になってればすぐに良くなるから。
Okay, who wants to bet that she is about to, when she falls asleep, she's unconsciously going to grab Shiro's hand?
またその魔術刻印が原因なのか。
The crest are just an illness. When she collapsed at school, she told me her magic crest was the cause. But this time seems to be different. I don't think it's just the crest this time. Yeah.
今回は純粋に体の調子が良くないの。そっちだったらなんとかなるんだけど。
Yeah, because, you know, you can probably train against magic, but it's hard to train against an illness because that's just your body, your antibodies just doing whatever they can.
やっぱり帰国の疲れが出たか。帰ってきてもいろいろあったからな。
Yeah, stress, traveling, worrying, and building, you know, trying to keep everything together and figuring out this mess. It definitely builds stress and tenses up your body, which can lead to, you know, maybe not directly to a, you know, illness, but it definitely leads to fatigue, which probably leaves you unguarded and might make you more vulnerable to catching an illness. Yeah.
もうエミヤくんの前で2回も倒れるなんて情けないわね、私も。
Okay.
不幸中の幸いだよ。倒れたのが俺の前でよかった。
Yeah, think of it as a silver lining, yeah.
というと？
サクラやセイバーだったら死ぬほど心配してる。
Yeah, true. Either of those two would have gotten so upset that they'd only make the situation worse. I guess Mane. Tosaka manages a weak smile in agreement.
竜道くんの前で倒れたらとどめを刺されかねないし。
ひどいこと言うな。一世はちゃんと看病するぞ。
お経の一つも唱えられそうね。まあ、神事の前ではこんな不覚を見せたくないし。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, out of the cast we know, painting in front of, you know, Shiro is probably, well, I want to say Shiro because, you know, she's ultimately has the connection to Shiro and, you know, likes her, and, you know, even though she acts stubbornly about it, she probably likes that it's Shiro who fighting her. But I wonder, it would probably be easiest for her mental state if it was someone like Lancer who finds her fainted, or who, if she were to faint in front of someone, Lancer would probably be the easiest one. She's playing tough, but I can hear the fatigue in her voice. Just idly chatting like this has tired her out.
やっぱり寝てろ、遠坂。
Yeah.
言わなくても分かってるわよ。
Are we gonna...
その...
Yeah? Are we gonna do the classic, while she's asleep, we will make her a rice porridge, or, yeah, I think rice porridge is what they make in Japan. And, serve it to her. Maybe some, not mandarins, the ones that, persimmons, yeah, persimmons, because that's what Emiya's household has. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The way she's looking at me with her face all red and lying on the bed fully dressed on top of that. Oh, now I see. If she's going to sleep, she'll need to get changed first. Good point. Even I didn't think of that.
着替えとか手伝うか
Oh my god, he actually went there, but a fair question in this situation. She's probably gonna deny you, but you know. Helping a weakened Tosaka change her clothes. The surprise on her face. Assuming she has indeed weakened that far, shaking off her clothes would be overly stimulating, and her complete lack of resistance would make this so suggestive that it would be very bad for me. I like to imagine that Rin went so red with Shiro saying that line that she's just a silhouette now. But no, it's Shiro imagining her, yeah.
何考えてるのよ、シロ。
そうだよな。そういうことは女の子でさくらか誰か呼ばないと。
Yeah? A sudden silence descends upon the room. I feel like we're going there. Sakura's her sister, after all. We can't count on her at a time like this. It would be too embarrassing for her.
大丈夫よ、さくらを呼ばなくても。
Yeah, you're gonna do it on your own or actually ask Shiro?
ちょっと着替えて汗を拭くだけだから。
よかった。いや、よくない。もう、でもどっちにしても俺はここにいちゃまずいんだよな。
Okay. I can't think of a good excuse for making that suggestion. Flustered, I stand up from a chair, filling my head with a list of things I'll need to do to care for Tosaka.
下に行って氷と水入れ取ってくる。
She's gonna stop you or something. Okay, never mind.
氷枕はそこのタンスの上の段に入ってるから。
Ice pack in that dresser over there. Young lady, do you have a magical freezing function in your dressers? Or maybe it's like something like I actually don't know how something like dry ice or that works. Maybe there's, you know, ways to have it be in room temperature. I opened the drawer she indicates to find a rubber insulated ice pack in there. Okay, so maybe the rubber insulates the coldness and then you just, you know, shake it around to activate it or something. Much like, well, yeah, there are other items like that. Yeah. I hope she'll be done by the time I fill it with ice. I see, so it's empty. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking before. Looking at the time, I see that it's past noon.
昼もう回ってるじゃないか。トサカ、食欲はあるか？
少しなら。脂っこいのは胃がちょっと。
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
じゃ、ついでに台所借りるぞ。何か軽く作ってくる。
Yep, and you, my dear lady, are in some serious luck, for you have the best chef in all of Fuyuki in your house right now. Well, maybe Sakura. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see whenever I end up watching today's menu for Emiya household or whatever it is called. Well then. I use Tosaka's kitchen and make her lunch. Then return to her room with the things I'll need to take care for her in hand. Interesting, very short and no focus on food at all. If this were stay night, we'd have at least 5 minutes of dialogue regarding how the food was prepared. But no time, we need to focus on Rin.
入るぞ、トサカ。
She's fully under.
どうぞ。
Oh.
着替え終わったわ。
Never mind. Holy. A rare pajamas Rin situation. Let's fully appreciate it. Thank you, game. My breath catches ever so slightly in my throat. Damn, someone keeps calling me. That's 3 days in a row. They just try calling me without sending any text afterwards. The unusual sight of her pajama-clad figure before me is making my heart pound.
なんだ。具合はいいか。
少し落ち着いてきたから。
Yeah?
それにしても結構な荷物ね、それ。
I have the ice pack jammed under my arm, since my hands are occupied by the tray with her lunch on it. I don't see any other way I could have carried it here. I mean, in your pockets. I guess you're wearing jeans, so maybe not. Tosaka is sitting on the bed and looking across the room at me. She doesn't look like she's feeling any better.
はい、氷枕がこれ。そういえば風邪薬持ってこなかったけど、どうする？
Yeah?
ああ、それは大丈夫。家電の特製のを使ったから。
Of course, she has her family's own old recipe, as expected. Geh. Tosaka mentioning homemade medicine brings to mind a rather gruesome scene. Yeah.
これを飲んでご半日休んでいれば、ほとんどの風邪は治るわよ。
Yeah?
あと、この家の土は私に馴染むから、いざとなれば地下室で。
And gain mana from there, or somehow rest, use the ley lines to calm her down or something. Yeah, sure.
なら栄養を取らないとな。いけるか、トサカ。
Hoping to cut off a potentially disturbing description of what she plans to do down there, I offer her the tray. Tosaka eyes me dubiously. She sure does. As if wondering what on earth I put on this tray.
エミヤくん、何作ったの？
オートミール。
Ah, okay, oat. From oat, not from rice. Just as I feared, she immediately frowns in displeasure. So, the standard formula of oatmeal prepared for the sick equals tasteless is known even to Tosaka. I mean, yeah. Yeah, and when you're sick, your taste buds are kinda not as sensitive, so yeah, it's extra tasteless, But you could always top it with some either sugar or berries, Very common.
もしかしてハーファーフロッケンズッペ？
What did you say to me, you little no. I mean, a soup is probably German for soup. But I mean, flocken sounds like, I don't know, a feather. Is that right? I don't know. I'm actually gonna Google that. I am actually going to Google that. Haferflocken suppe. Rolled oats. Let me type out the full thing. Received. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically porridge, but Okay.
オートミールのミルク粥のことか。
Yeah,
ちょっ
porridge
と
with
想像した
milk
らまずそうだったんでやめたよ。
Actually, that's interesting because I don't know if people do that normally. My family does oatmeal or porridge 2 ways. The other one is probably the more common water base, then put them onto either a stove or microwave it and let it be for a couple minutes, But the other one is I don't know if the base is also water, but afterwards my family sometimes likes to put, milk there to make it go easier.
とりあえずカブとネギでコンソメ仕立ての雑炊にしてみた。
Porridge consomme. Sure. I confidently present my dish to Tosaka. Oh, she went blank face. Her eyes lost focus. The gentle aroma of the consomme, subtly different from the oatmeal, fills the air. It's clear from her glance that it's a grain porridge. Yeah? Taking the spoon in her hand, Tosaka stares hard at the dish. Yeah, you can't deny that whatever Shiro is making is gonna be good. Is there some kind of oatmeal-related trauma in her past? Or is she just wary of foods she's never tried before? I would imagine she would have tried it before, I think, very similarly, like here in Finland, I think oatmeal is very common in Germany, right? And that's where her family roots kind of are, I would imagine. Or at least ancestry, whatever the mage side of things, right? Yeah? The glancing. Bringing the spoon to her mouth, Tosaka sends intermittent looks my way as she swallows the porridge.
結構美味しいじゃないのよ。
Hell yeah.
即興だったけどな。ミルクがゆほど需要にいいってわけじゃないけど、消化には良さそうだ。
Yeah? Alone together and bickering over oatmeal. Who'd have thought our lunch date would go like this? Well, I suppose that eating homemade porridge served in your own bedroom is more soothing than a meal at a Shinto restaurant. Yeah, she's so happy. I'm happy.
いいわ。今回はエミヤくんの料理の腕を認めてあげましょう。
Yeah, she can be quite picky.
見てなさいよ。今度そっちが風邪ひいた時にはあっと言わせてやるんだから。
Hell yeah.
オートミールの料理でか？
オートミールから離れなさい。病人食を得意とする中華3000年、医食同源の看護宿できっとしろ。
Yeah, sure. I think she kind of left half of her sentence not said, but sure. I'm not exactly sure. And just when I thought her great plan for revenge had her fired up, oof, yeah, still not fully recovered. Sounds like a spoon clinks against the nearly empty dish as she sets it down. I might have made too much for her to finish, maybe, yeah. I mean, sick people usually don't gobble down a full plate. They're just... they'll eat half of it with good luck.
ごちそうさま、エミヤくん。
Mm-hmm.
お粗末様でした。あ、いや、勝手に台所と食材を借りてすまない。
いいのよ。ごちそうになったのはこっちなんだから。
Mm-hmm. After I tidy away her dish and utensils, I seat myself at the side of the bed. Aw. Well then, she'll probably be in the mood for a cup of tea after that.
お茶入れてくるか。また台所を借りるぞ、トサカ。
Mm-hmm.
あ、それならカモミールティーをお願い、エミヤくん。
Yeah, chamomile tea known for relaxing you, I think. Got it. Ryogai, I say as I stand and pick up her tableware. Maybe some of this gallantry is rubbing off on me as I take care of Tosaka here. Well, not that this much is different from what I usually do, yeah. Just hearing that she had a cold put me in a completely different mental state. A bit protective. It could be my paternal instincts coming to the forefront. Or it could be that Tozuka's helplessness makes her seem so cute.
このままずっと風邪だったら、いや、それはダメだろう。
I understand that line of thinking, but it's not fair for the other person, and you should respect her. Respect her own choices and not wanting to indulge in her weakened state. But yeah, I understand. And it's not like Shiro thought of that thought maliciously. Having Tozuka stay sweet and modest would definitely not be good for your mental state, yeah.
カモミールティーってことは、一休みするのか。
I recall the knowledge of herbs she taught me as I get out a light blue teacup. Once Tozuka is asleep, I'll have Sakura come take my place. Sure. Having a man around getting in the way when her various nightly affairs need tending to would be a bad idea. Fair enough.
入るぞ、トサカ。
She's fully asleep. Tozuka doesn't answer. Maybe she dozed off? Oh my god, she's fully in a delirious state. I slowly pushed the door open, only to be met with Tozuka's flushed face. Has she taken a turn for the worse? Aww. Poor sick girl.
エミヤくん、
Okay,
ありがとう。
okay, she's conscious.
はい、これ。一服したら休むんだろ？
Mm-hmm.
それまで一緒にいるからな。
Yeah. I'll watch over you until you fall asleep. Saying that to the normal Tozuka would only earn me a reply of, "What the heck?" right before she'd burst out laughing or punching you to the face. Both are valid. She gulps down her herbal tea. The cold may be sapping her strength today, but I'm sure by this time tomorrow she'll be back to her usual fearless, confident, energetic self. Let's hope.
惜しいな、やっぱり。
エミヤくんはおしとやかな女の子が好きなのね。
Tozuka's uncannily sharp remark completely takes me by surprise. But, of course, she may look weak, but Tozuka is still Tozuka, yeah. She's got you.
さくらとかイリアとか、いかにも女の子然とした子には弱いのよね。やっぱり不正本能？
普通そういうもんだろう。でも、俺は今の遠坂よりいつもの遠坂の方がいい。
Hey, that's a good line. Good line, Shiro. Aw. I speak honestly from the heart. Ladylike, she says. Anyway, forget that. What kind of a jerk would take pleasure in seeing someone else sick? Okay, he's actually fully cognizant of it. Okay. The goat. Shiro the goat. Even once she's back to normal and working me so hard that today seems like a day off by comparison, seeing Tozuka in sound health will make me a lot happier. Hey, good man.
それが満足なのね。
I mean, seeing a different side of you every now and then is very rewarding, but you know, having the other person be in perfect health is most important. Tozuka's slightly reddened face is turned this way, her eyes watching me attentively. She's scanning you, trying to read you. The room fills with both silence and the aroma of the herbal tea we've been drinking.
そっか。じゃあ明日から元気になってまたエミヤくんで遊ばなきゃね。
Hell yeah. What was that line in Japanese?
まあ、俺でよければ。今日みたいに心配をかけるのは勘弁してくれ。心臓に悪い。
そうよね。また借りができちゃったわ。いけないわね。借りには計画的な利用が必要なのに。
There's her transactionality.
そっか。 じゃあ明日から元気になってまたエミヤくんで遊ばなきゃね。
Okay, the line doesn't translate it fully here, but I suppose I'll have to get better right away so I can play with Emiya tomorrow. Not play together with him, but play with him. Make Shiro as her plaything. Time passes slowly as we sit quietly, intermittently raising the cups to our lips. This stuff really works. Looks like the herbs Tosaka has at her house really work to make you sleepy.
エミヤくん、本当に今日はありがとう。
No problem, no problem.
気にするな。お返ししろとは無理に言わないから。休むんだろ？
Yeah. I get up to my feet and pull the blanket over her. Her head is turned sideways, looking in my direction. I know Tosaka is stealing glances this way. Although her eyes are downcast, I can feel them on me. Aww.
どうした、トサカ？
Look at her. So vulnerable. Let's hope she gets better quickly.
今日はいろいろエミヤくんに頼んだりしたけど、
I know.
これが最後のお願い。
Okay, I was like, I know you're gonna be transactional, but no, you're actually gonna do one more. Okay, good for you. Please indulge. Please indulge when you're sick and the others are willing to help. Yeah. Good. Good. Very good. Those words make my heart throb. That murmur of last request falls from her lips, shining wetly in the reddened face cradled by her pillow. Cradle mentioned again.
まあ、最後なら何でも聞く。
Aw.
じゃあ、お休みのキスして。
Oh shit! What? Holy! I mean, I have my hands in the air. What can I say except absolute cinema? Wait, Rin being this honest, successfully either constantly taking advantage of her weakened state and this situation, or unconsciously either way. Whoa. I love that line. Shiro faints. Wait, that's all? What do you mean that's all? A good night kiss is just a momentary peck on the forehead or cheek. That's hardly even worth making a request for. Oh, wait. Did Tosaka just ask me to kiss her? Yeah, there we go. It's finally registering to him. Holy.
いいのか？
Don't make her repeat it or she might punch you.
だって私からしたことはあってもエミヤくんからしてくれたことないじゃない。
This is so sweet. Oh.
それはそうだけど。
Shut up and do it. The times when Tosaka's kissed me were almost all surprise, if not to say rather violent attacks. I've never kissed her myself. My heart is throbbing so hard now, it's nearly painful. Yeah? Doki doki waku waku. Are we gonna do it? It's not as if this is as stressful as Magecraft. Unlike that particular art, there's no chance I'll die a horrible death if I get this one wrong. Although I wouldn't make a mistake in the first place, yeah? But if I kiss Tosaka, I somehow feel like I might have a different sort of near-death experience.
わかった。行くぞ。
Holy shit, the audible gulp. Okay. I've somehow gone stiff as a board. A strange tension suddenly overtakes me, making my movements jerky. Yeah? Now that it's come to this, I'd be best to just close my eyes and just let my lips kiss Tosaka anywhere. Oh shit. Even if it were on her lips, that would be fine. Okay, Shiro, okay, let's go. Please, let this happen. I need it. Yeah? Ah. I open my eyes just a crack, letting a ray of light penetrate the darkness. And my field of vision leaps Tosaka's face, and even as the tension threatens to suffocate me, I bring my lips ever closer. Yeah. They softly brush her skin, ever so slightly tinged with sweat. I break away immediately. I think that kiss linger wouldn't be good.
したぞ、トサカ。
I think she wants a second one. I think you should go for a second one. No, it's fine.
65点。
Tosaka raises her face to sternly inform me of my score.
目をつぶってちゃダメよ。最初どこにキスされるのかと思ったんだから。それにあんなにガチガチで顔を近づけてきたらこっちが不安になるじゃない。
そういうトサカだって震えてたじゃないか。
Yeah, but she's sick. Give her the benefit of the doubt.
そうかもね。初めてだったから。
Yeah, receiving one from probably anyone. First kiss with me as the initiator, she means. I fight the urge to rub my lips with my fingers. I feel like the taste must still be lingering there.
なんだよ。もうすっかり元気じゃないか。散々心配して損した。
ちょっと白をからかったら元気が出たみたい。おやすみなさい、レミヤくん。
Good night.
今度私にするときはもっと高い点数を狙いなさい。
The next time, huh? She smiles up at me from the bed. Oh, well. I already knew that I'm no match for Tosaka in matters like this.
じゃあ、洗い物してからもう一度来る。
私は夜まで休むから無理しないで家に戻っていいのよ。
Sure.
いや、夜不便だったらセイバーかさくらを呼ぶぞ。
No, I'll be fine, Tosaka replies, of course. Judging by how she looks now, a little rest should be enough to have her back in perfect health. As she is dozing off, I add one last remark.
さっきのキス、貸し借りの感情はなしだからな。
いいわよ。今日はエミヤくんに病人特権でいろいろ世話になったから。またいつかね。
Okay. With a sigh, Tosaka's breaths fall slow and silent. Already asleep, or pretending to be, in order to reassure me. It's fine either way. I stand up and, with one last backward glance at Tosaka, head back to the kitchen. That was so sweet. I stayed in Tosaka's living room until dusk. I left behind a note telling her to contact me if anything should happen.
おやすみ、トサカ。また明日。いや、今夜でも。
Shiro? With that parting remark, I leave the house. It would be nice if we could go on a real date next time. Without any accidents like this. Yeah, but we'll see. That was so sweet. That was, I want to say, the most wholesome scene of the game so far, but we've had so many wallpaper. Thank you, game. Thank you. I want to say that was the most wholesome scene in the game so far, but we've had so many wholesome ones that I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely up there, definitely. Oh, wallpaper, huh? 2. EX block beginners. An event has been added to the eclipse. Okay. Beginners, huh? I guess we will be seeing Tosca tonight. What the hell? Interesting. Okay. Obviously, I won't be doing those now. I'll be doing them later, but wow, that's okay. We have that, and then we have the night scene. But I think that is enough for today. Let's go check those. Well, I'm not gonna go check the eclipse stuff here. But you know, that'll be after the main story. Let's go check the wallpapers we got. Not here, I don't think. Not here either. Oh, here? Yeah, that's new. Oh, I like this art style. It reminds me of what does it remind me of? Not Nana, nor Zetsupo Sensei, but something in between. Okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you, Koga Yun. And those we had already. This one? Oh. Oh shit, okay. Very cool. Hell yeah. He thinks he's so cool there. Sure. Wow. Thank you, 29 or 029, whichever way. Zeniku, maybe? Yeah. Zefuku? I don't know. Re-niku? Refuku? Didn't mean to click that. Yeah. Still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Assuming these last will get filled. Okay, cool. Really nice wallpapers. Wow, that was such a... This was such a good two-parter, or two events. Yeah, really like them. 91%, huh? Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it there. I wonder how many scenes in the eclipse there ends up being, because that was the first time it initially it showed me that I had unlocked the eclipse, but I think that was the first time it showed me that I had unlocked something in the eclipse. Curious. Maybe that was something unique I had just now unlocked, or something for later. I don't know. I love that. Yeah, I always love Rin and Shiro scenes. She might not be, you know, compared to Shiro X Sakura. She might, I might like that pairing more, but you know, those still incredibly sweet, and I always like. I think I like all the couplings in this. You know, all the possible routes, all the girls. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next time we'll have a big bridge and probably night scene, assuming there's only one. And then afterwards, Ilias scene, if there's nothing more new. Whew, okay, approaching the finale. Cool. Okay, yeah, let's leave it here. Patreon early access up to 2 weeks. Links down in the description. Cool. See ya.
Ah.